I'm Craig. That's my brother Brad. Welcome to Weekdays with Craig and Brad, episode 53. It's a Wednesday, brother.
Wow. Happy Wednesday,
We made it. It's
brother.
hump day. Right over the hump.
Ugh, I've never liked that.
I
Never.
know.
Never liked it.
Yeah,
It just sounds so nasty.
it is. It's a gross saying. It's a gross saying.
Happy
Yeah.
hump day.
Ew.
Well, yeah, episode what? 53?
53. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're rocking
I
now.
can't believe we made it. I can't believe it.
Can't believe we've made it. We've made it to episode 53. We're going to make it to 54 and 55. I don't know if we'll make it to 56, but we'll see.
I hope we make it to 54. We'll see what happens. This is going to be an exciting day. It's a big show tonight. Major show. Because there's been some life-changing things that have happened. If this is your first time tuning in, I need you guys to hit the follow button and subscribe if you're watching over on YouTube. This guy deleted his comment on YouTube. And before we get to the YouTube comment of the day, I wanted to talk about this early in the show because this guy was really upset with me. He was really upset with me about, he goes, this is what you left Game Attack for? This is what you left Game Attack for? And he went on this thing about like how like I was smiling about, did you see this?
No, I didn't see this.
He goes, this is what you left Game Attack for? And he goes, you're smiling about, it was when we were having the conversation with it was the interview with Representative Biederman. And he was like, you're smiling, you're smiling and nodding about this when he was saying this is not what our, grandfathers fought in the wars for, and he made it like really like political, right? And I was like, so I responded with a classic Game Attack response, which was just, are you okay? And he goes, no, or he says something to the effect of like, hey Craig, I hope you and your family are doing all right. And I said, well, I'm fine, but like, just don't like, it's okay. First and foremost, right? I was simply smiling, nodding as a sign of letting him know I was listening to them. It's something that happens in all interviews. You smile, you nod, you look, you acknowledge that it's happening. And it's something that happens, right? Regardless, even if I was nodding about the fact that I agree that our grandfathers like fought a battle for a certain America, like what's it matter, right? And he made it all political. Then he deleted his comment. So like, don't do that. That's not how you win the YouTube comment of the day. That's not how it happens.
I imagine like, look, I hope that when we have a guest on this show, no matter who it is, like you treat them, they're your guest on your show. You smile, you listen, you respond to what they're saying. I see that a lot with talk shows these days, where you definitely see it on the news where like the opposing guest is on and it's just straight from the get-go, they attack them, or something like that. It's like, can we just have people on and chat and talk like without any sort of preconceived notion that we're, one side or the other, or we agree, or like, can we just like, you're supposed to be able to have somebody on a show, listen to what they have to say, inform the people watching the show, and then thank them for having them on. This is the ridiculousness that goes along with the aggressive niceness. We were too aggressively nice to Representative Biederman the other day, smiling and thanking him for coming on our show and spending 15 minutes of his didn't have to do that time.
I was actually thinking we should have Representative Biederman on every month or so. Just see if we can get him on to get an update on things, see how things are progressing, talk.
How could you do that? It's Biederman Tuesdays on weekdays with Craig and Brad and Biederman.
Biederman's drawn some major numbers for us. It's the most viewed thing we've done in a long time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the most viewed episode that we have, period.
Yeah, I think it helps to have guests. I mean,
well, it's also a pretty topical topic right now. So,
well, it is. But like when you said earlier that the guy was like, "You left Game Attack for this," I was offended. Hello, I'm what you left. No, I'm just kidding. That's not why you left. But like, it's just funny,
There you go. Our boy Vilcher has a great. He's bullshitting with Biederman. That's a great segment.
Dear Representative Biederman, you've been such a great help to our show numbers. We'd like to invite you on for a reoccurring segment called Bullshitting with Biederman.
What you think? I'm just throwing this out. Just a little spitball. Bullshitting with Beerman.
Just spitballing here, but what do you know?
All right. So look, we got to get to the real thing, though. The real thing tonight. That is definitely for the YouTube comment of the day. Today's comes from, well, I'll tell you this. Today is a story of redemption. A story of redemption that I don't know. I didn't think was going to happen, but I'm very proud about what's happening here today, what's happening here tonight. The fact that after yesterday's triumph of, listen, we shared our opinion on something, and Soda Awesome yesterday came in, was just so mean, so bullyish, and has come back with the YouTube comment of the day saying, I'm ashamed of myself and I have truly been humbled. I will reform my bullying ways. So awesome. Congratulations. You get my star. Vilter below, down. You get thumbs down, Vilter. Sorry. you get thumbs down. Vilter,
hey,
I'm gonna what?
Props for accountability, right?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Look, so awesome notes. It's already in the chat. You're giving them crowns. Isn't that great?
Woo!
The story of redemption right there. How great is that? Congratulations, so awesome. I'm so proud of you. And that is why you are the YouTube comment of the day.
That's fantastic.
It is. It's wonderful.
I am truly ashamed of myself. It's good stuff. That's what I love about this show, though. Look, we can razz on each other. We can all chit chat and poke, and we can all just know at the end of the day, it's good fun. Good stuff. Yeah.
I think, listen, we all make mistakes in life. Soda Awesome owned up to it. And I love that about you, Soda Awesome. I really do.
How many points does he get?
He for the story of redemption, I'm going to give him triple the amount of points I was just thinking of, which is now 48.
Ooh, 48 redemption points.
So if somebody can tell me what 48 divided by 3 is, that is exactly what the number I was thinking of before. Josh Rush and Toastamac coming in resubbing tier 1 for 7 months. That's awesome. Let's go with that. Thank you guys very much for the resubs. Wonderful. Love the resubs of the night for this weekdays with Craig and Brad. Okay, so should we get to the good stuff tonight? Because I feel like this is very important that we really start knocking on wood when it comes to what today's show is, because this is some earth-shaking stuff. This is scary.
Let's do this. How many before we get into the weeds of the show? How many shirts are left?
Oh, you know what? That's a great question. I believe we have 6 shirts left. 6 shirts.
I think we have less than 6 left, Craig.
Oh boy, hold on. Let me do a quick glance. I need to check on. Oh boy, we have 2 shirts left. 2 shirts. Look at that. And the live chat pulled up over here. 2 shirts. Okay, go to streamlabs.com/CraigGets1/merch. You can see the link up here, right there. Go there. You can pick out your favorite color. There's 5 different colors. There's only 2 shirts left. If you don't pick them up, you will not get them. They will not be here forever. I promise you that. I promise you that. Once they're gone, they're gone. Even we are not going to get one. So look, you got to get that super shirt there. So there you go.
Get your limited edition weekdays with Craig and Brad shirt in red, blue, white, gray, or black. Limited as limited can be.
Great job. Nice. You sounded old-timey right there. That was good. Chaos Beast came in and resub in tier 1 for 7 months. Sorry, Craig, I haven't been around. Been dealing with personal stuff lately. I hope all is well and hope you're having a good week so far. Chaos Beast, I am having a good week, buddy. I am. Thank you very much. And listen, we all know how personal stuff is. If you guys got personal stuff going on, deal with it. All right? That's not like deal with it. It's deal with it. Take care of it. You guys got to take care of those things. It's important. Got to take care of those. Like, we all have the personal things we got to deal with. Oh, man. Then on Parker says, I want a shirt, but I'm holding out for a hat instead. Well, this is the 50 episode shirt. All right, 50 episodes. There will not be a 50. There will not be a 75 episode shirt. Right? Nope. There will not be. This is the one and only time. A 50.
This might be the only time for this particular logo too, because we might be changing up our logo soon. I've been playing around, so this is going to be a serious collector's item.
Internet history right here. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So look, let's talk about this. This is major breaking news today.
You're not going to get this anywhere else.
No.
This is for real.
Filter thinks it's going to be back. Limited editions always come back. No. Listen, we are men of our word. We are men of our word here.
Yeah.
All right. They will not be back. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've talked in the past, it's kind of jokingly, right? We've talked about how we talked about accountability here, right? We talked about how there's counters with COVID, there's counters for cases, there's counters for deaths. There's, we have these counters in our life now, right? How many cases are happening? How many people have died from COVID, right? And we're not going to talk about COVID today, but I'm just using it as an example. And we're also about accountability, right? This person says this person did this. They need to be held accountable for it. This person said this. They need to be held accountable for it. And I was shocked several weeks ago when we learned that our current president, while he was on the campaign trail, promised in a speech that he would cure cancer if he was elected. Joe Biden promised this, and we were like, I had never heard this before.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard this before. Had you heard this, Brad?
No, I had only heard of it that day, and that's why we ended up talking about it and doing a whole show about it, because I was like, why is nobody talking about this? This is like the biggest news anybody could ever say. Hey guys, I'm going to cure cancer.
Right.
Like all the cancers.
Right.
Cancer, just everything underneath the umbrella of cancer. I'm going to cure it if I become president. I thought, wow, that is quite the campaign promise.
It's a big one. It's a big one for sure. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull this up real quick because I want there to be context here as we do this, because I feel like that's very, very important. We have to have context when it comes here. But for some reason, hold on. I'm downloading this from Team Coco for some reason. Why is it?
You're ripping off Conan O'Brien's team?
It must be a skit. It must be a skit.
Oh.
So, it was just interesting. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Joe Biden promises to cure cancer.
Yeah, you can find the clip on the CNN website.
Yes.
Unless they took it down. So they don't want that promise floating around in the world anymore.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I got it. I got it in my ear. I want to make sure I pull this up properly, because I feel like it's more. I should have done this earlier. I didn't do it. I didn't think it was. Didn't think enough about it. Okay. I think Team Coco.
Look, while you pull it up, that's enough context to sort of prep. You think?
I got it. You got it.
Okay.
I got it. Okay. But we're gonna have to deal with Conan O'Brien introing it. Okay.
So Conan O'Brien talked about this?
Yeah, he made a joke out of it.
Okay.
He made a joke out of it. So we'll let me pull it up real fast. All right.
Okay.
Democratic candidate Joe Biden made a pretty stunning campaign promise, and I want you to see this. This is real. Take a look.
I promise you, if I'm elected president, you're going to see the single most important thing that changes in America is we're going to cure cancer. You think
Okay, so there it is.
Did you see Conan's face?
I did.
Fantastic. Yeah. So the words. That's America's face right there. Really?
Yeah. Really? Huh?
Wow. Yeah. So yeah, that is. Toastamax says that's quite a bold claim.
Right. Like our thought on this was. This is the biggest claim I think anybody's literally ever made, when it comes to making campaign promises. Like, I'm going to end the biggest disease in the history of mankind, and not just one type, all of the types.
Yeah,
because there's hundreds of types of cancer.
Yeah,
and that's like, what a claim, right? So that's where we're at.
Yeah, so that's where we're at. And we discussed, like, kind of at the end of that show when we first talked about it, we were talking about, like, all the different counters that we have. And CNN for a long time, up until just recently, had a COVID counter on their screen, just counting the deaths every single day. And, we were talking about how you could really do that with anything. You could do it with smoking. We should see that with smoking every day. We should do it with car wrecks. Anything for that matter. So anyway, a few days ago, like the idea came to me and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll set up a little Twitter account called Biden's Cancer Cure Promise, or I can't remember exactly what I called it. Let me see here. I called it, yeah, Biden Cancer Cure. So I set up a Twitter account, and the idea was like, it was sort of going to just be like a counter for each day Joe Biden's been in office. He made this promise. It's a big, bold promise to just sort of to keep track of Joe Biden's 2019 promise to cure cancer if he became president. Well, he's president now. Everybody's holding everybody accountable for everything. So I wanted to dedicate, just as an experiment, a Twitter account dedicated to just this promise alone, to where every day approximately 26,000 people die worldwide of cancer. Okay. So every day the tracker was going to add 26,000 more people to the tweet, right? So I created this account, and I've had
Should I pull this up?
you can pull it up. I had this account 3 days. All right. I log in this morning to update it. Okay. And I get this notification. Bonk. Your account, Biden Cancer Cure, is currently suspended. For more information, please sign into Twitter. So I log in, I look at suspended accounts. I'm like, what? I've tweeted like 7 things, right? Tweeted 7 things. They took away all of my followers. I was following like 25 people. It was a nothing account, absolutely nothing. I had 0 followers. I was following like 25 things. And I had seven posts. One was that video you just saw. And another one was what I just said about how many people, it was according to WebMD, 26,000. And then the rest of the tweets were just, today is February such and such, and this many people have died of cancer, right? So I get suspended after 3 days, no followers, not doing anything. And this is their suspended accounts.
Let's go through these, because I think this is very important. This is very important to figure out why exactly you could potentially be suspended on Twitter.
Yeah. So in order to maintain a safe environment for our users on Twitter, we may suspend accounts that violate the Twitter rules. Common reasons for suspensions may include spam. Well, I wasn't being spammy. I wasn't up there long enough to be spammy. And I'm a real person. I'm not a bot. And I wasn't given that opportunity to really show that either, right? Like I just logged in to this and I can't do anything now. Okay. So I can't, like, I went to learn more. I can either learn more, which takes me to this page, or I can dismiss it and just mess around on an account that doesn't do anything anymore. So in order to maintain a safe, okay, so spam, I'm not spam. I can't tell them I'm not spam. Account security at risk, that doesn't apply here. Abusive tweets or behavior. Now that's the most that I don't look at what I was posting as abusive, is straight up fact, right? You can't argue against it. Now, who was it abusive towards, right? I don't know. Joe Biden, maybe?
I mean,
I didn't even tweet at anybody.
Yeah, like it's facts. Facts are not abusive. I mean, facts are as abusive. You know, it's like, how can you be upset about facts? You know, it's not like you made the statement. You didn't make the statement that you're going to cure cancer, right? You're just saying, well, he said he's going to cure cancer, right? Once again, I want to go on record and say, I think this is if cancer was cured, I've said this many times. I root for our president. I want whoever our president is, I want them to be the most successful president ever, because ultimately the United States will be the most successful ever if our president is successful. Could you imagine if a cure for cancer happened? The world would be such a better, like Nobel Peace prizes every day. Just hand them out like chocolate. Like that's amazing. You win the best Nobel Peace Prize. All of them, you know?
That was sort of the idea. Like I was like, look, if I create this account and it gets a lot of followers and then creates, say it builds up to something and then like people tune in every day and they just get their one little tweet about the numbers. I was like, I hope that people fight against this. And it put, as a little nudge, like, hey, you promised. And then the Biden people go like, well, we're going to show you. I want that. I would want that, right? Like, go ahead and cure the cancer. Like,
Please, all of the
let this
cancers.
drive you, right? Let this drive you. But instead, it's kind of like Twitter went, oh, no, wait. Look, you can't bring that up anymore. Okay.
Right.
You said that back then, but we don't want people to know this, right? It's like people, like, to me, that's the biggest campaign promise you could ever make as a presidential nominee, right?
Yeah. Like, it was said in the chat a little bit earlier, the idea that, like, most Benjamin says the goal of politicians is to tell you what you want to hear. It gets you excited or angry, and then you go vote. Right. I don't think you should be like just talking about
but
cancer like that.
Right. That plays with so many people's like emotions. Like, it's cancer. Like,
Right.
it's not like, hey guys, look, during the workday, I have this idea where everybody gets 2 lunches.
Right.
It's not something where people are like, oh, that'd be pretty cool. Like that's something that makes you sit up in your seat and you go, oh my gosh, and you lean in and you go, he's making this promise to cure cancer. And you turn to your person who's affected by this and you go, wouldn't that be amazing? And they look at you and they go, that would be amazing, and and you hope for the best. So this was a big deal. And like, I didn't want to let it go because we have, this is like, I don't make the time to do this sort of thing. I got better things to do with my life than create Twitter accounts for this stuff. But I thought, we're in such this mode of life where we hear something and we get upset, or we all think it's great, either or, an extreme emotion for 24 hours, and then nobody thinks about it anymore, right? And this statement was made in 2019. Nobody's talking about it anymore. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna try to bring that. I'm gonna let it bubble up to the surface because this is a major thing. You don't just say that. Okay?
I agree. Real quick, by the way, Doll picked up a shirt. We have 1 shirt left.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Doll. Picking it up at 3:00 in the morning, the other side of the world. Nice. Retro Engine Duo, thank you so much for resubbing tier 1 for 2 months. Greatly appreciate that. Really appreciate the support. Yeah, and Nick says, and by the way, this is, I guess this is kind of what Nick is saying. He says, it's like saying, please prove me that Biden was a bad choice. I want to be proven wrong, right? It's kind of like maybe it should be a good choice or whatever. But I don't think, like, to be clear, I've never stated who I voted for. I just want the best president to do the best job for our country, right? So it doesn't matter who I voted for. It doesn't matter who you voted for. Really, it legitimately doesn't even matter because we have a president and we got to support them. But I want to support our president to cure cancer, right? And I think that would be the greatest thing ever. It just is what it is. It's crazy. I was looking into this, Brad. If you open this up really fast, you scroll back up real fast. It says, we may suspend accounts that violate the Twitter rules. Common reason. It says these are common. I actually got it already. I got it pulled up over here.
Oh, you got these guys pulled up?
I do. Yeah, for sure. I'd say if you want to pull it up, I'll get it real quick here. But yeah, I have the Twitter rules pulled up, ready to go. And I thought we could go down the line to see exactly what you got, what you got dinged for, right?
Okay.
So here we go.
Now let me be clear. I didn't just get locked out of my account for like a set amount. They didn't even. It's not like they sent me a warning and said, "Hey, this thing specifically," or "Hey, you're out for this amount of time." It's just I'm suspended indefinitely.
Right. So, okay. So here we go. Scroll to the top here. Okay. So here we go. Safety. Let's go down the list here and see if there's any. I legitimately am curious what you were suspended for. Violence. You may not threaten violence against a group or individual or group of people. Okay. Did you threaten violence?
No, I didn't do that.
Okay. Terrorism, violent extremism. You may not threat or promote terrorism. Okay. Child sexual exploitation. We have a 0 tolerance policy for child sexual exploitation on Twitter. Okay. I don't think that was there, right? Abuse and harassment. You may not engage in a targeted harassment of someone or incite other people to do so. This includes wishing or hoping that someone experiences physical harm.
Yeah, didn't say
Man,
that.
that's hilarious because I see people saying that they want to kill people all the time on Twitter.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Man. Hateful conduct. You may not promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, or national origin, caste, sexual orientation, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or serious disease.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Suicide or self-harm. Sensitive media, including graphic violence. No. Illegal or certain regulating goods or services. None of that stuff. Okay. So you got a good check mark on safety. You are clear on safety. Privacy, private information. You not publish other people's information. No. Non-consensual nudity. Is Joe Biden naked?
Oh, that one. No, I'm just kidding.
Authenticity, platform manipulation, or spam. You may not use Twitter services in a manner intended to artificially amplify or suppress information or engage in behavior that manipulates or distributes people's experience on Twitter. Are you manipulating Twitter platform?
I don't see how I would be doing that.
Okay.
No.
Civic integrity. You may not use Twitter's service for the purpose of manipulating or interfering in elections or other civic processes. Are you interfering in the cure of cancer, Brad?
I thought I was just letting people know about it.
Okay. Impersonation. Are you impersonating Joe Biden's cancer?
Hold up. Does Joe Biden have cancer?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, obviously I'm not.
I'm sorry, Captain Agent has some really good things. Isn't the whole point of Twitter to amplify your voice, thus amplify information?
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Nick comes in and says, if Twitter actually enforced the rules, then about 80 to 85% of Twitter would be banned. But there goes a lot of Twitter revenue. Right.
Yeah. Right. It depends who's saying it, right?
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Synthetic or manipulated media. Did you manipulate that at all?
Nope.
Okay. You may not deceptively share synthetic or manipulated media that are likely to cause harm. In addition, we may label tweets containing synthetic or what is synthetic media? I don't even ever heard that before.
I don't know.
I guess fake.
Manipulated. Oh, yeah, just Photoshop.
Copyright and trademark. I mean, I don't know. I think you should absolutely appeal this. You should 100% appeal this. But I find it fascinating that they would. Well, I mean, that's someone. I don't think anybody actually saw this. I think this is a bot. I
think it was the algorithm bot.
Yes, I think this was definitely an algorithm bot. And I think you should absolutely 100% challenge it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think what you're doing there's anything wrong about it. Anything.
Yeah. Well, there's millions of accounts out there that are dedicated to one purpose, right? There's like cat accounts that are just cat info and all that other stuff. So yeah, this is just an experiment, and it just took me off guard today because I was like, wow, I'm 3 days into this thing, and I have 0 followers, and you suspended me. Like I didn't even have space to to do anything wrong. So
Nick says I've seen harassment and violence being shown in videos and mentioned on Twitter constantly.
Yeah.
Right.
Totally.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Totally. There's so many bad things on Twitter that are just there. Terrible, rotten, horrible, despicable things that are just floating around waiting to be just come across, and they'll still be there tomorrow.
Well, Jiggly Saint says, here we go. I'm sorry. Damn it. Jiggly Saint says that's why 0 followers, maybe no avatar. That's the flag right there. Right. So do you think that you actually had an avatar though? Right.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Pull up here. Look, this was the account. Okay. Look, I like this picture of Joe Biden. Okay. Now, it's not the most flattering picture of Joe Biden, but he looks like a kooky old man biting his wife's finger. Okay. It's funny. Biden at campaign rally. We're going to cure cancer. Put that up there. No, I mean, like you got to have 1 follower and over then, right away, or you're suspicious, like,
yeah, I guess,
like I started to follow people. I'm not going to just have people follow an account. Like, there's so many people out there that have like 2 followers. I don't imagine that would really be a factor in this.
Well, how
You
do you
know?
gain followers? By posting information.
Yeah,
You know?
and also, like, even if I didn't have an avatar, 3 days in, you know, there's so many accounts out there that are just so anonymous and nothing. Like, this is a grain of sand on the biggest beach you've ever visited, right?
Right.
Why was this grain of sand picked up and flicked off into the ocean, never to be seen again? I'm hurt.
Mike Fury says, Brad, you struck a nerve with the big bad media. You're on to something that would question
Yes!
the media's savior. We can hold Trump accountable for having Mexico pay for the wall, but not Biden curing cancer. It used to be believed a conspiracy at one point, but it's right in front of your face of biased censorship. Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. Pretty fascinating. I just think it's fascinating that you were able to, like, you didn't do anything here.
Right.
You literally were
Well,
just putting numbers down.
I've had this idea for a while. This might have been why I decided to take the time to do this. I've been thinking for a while, I wanted to see what the least amount of work I could do to get kicked off of a social media site, and I think I just found the answer.
You found
So,
the answer. Congratulations.
because like, I've got my actual Twitter account with my blue check mark that's approved and official, but I didn't really want to taint that. And then, like, I've got my Facebook accounts that, like, those are built up for other purposes that I've kind of been like having this idea though, like, there's so much censorship going on right now. And I thought, what's the like most like innocent thing you could put out there right now in the world on the internet and then get kicked off or flagged or shut down for saying it? I think this would be it, right? Like, Joe Biden promised to cure cancer. Let's see if he does it. Let's hope that he does it. No, out. You're out. We don't want to hold him accountable for that, because why? Because if he doesn't do it, then what? I don't know.
GoFundMe says, maybe, just hear me out. Maybe it would need to be considered a parody account. I don't think that's really. I don't think cancer's funny. You know, I don't think you can necessarily laugh about cancer. Like, I've had family members die of cancer. It's not a funny thing. You know,
Well, I understand what he's saying, because like what they're saying, because there are parody accounts where, like, I could see how that would be classified under, like, if I was supposed to be Joe Biden and Joe Biden and his cancer promise or something, that would be a parody account or something like that. But it was a Twitter account devoted to the actual promise.
yeah.
So it's devoted to an idea, right? And
Nice.
funnily enough, let me just hold up. Let me pull this up, because when I was trying to think of a handle for this, and I typed in Biden cancer, pull it up. Pull up my screen, Craig.
Oh, sure.
Biden cancer was taken already.
Oh,
because this is Joe Biden's BidenCancer.com. And it hasn't been tweeted in since, I guess, 2019.
after he cured? Oh, hold on. Scroll down.
Is this after he cured it?
No.
No.
What's it say on July 15th? It says, Biden Cancer Initiative today announced its suspended operations. Uh-oh.
Well,
oh no.
Now, wait a minute. How does this line up with what he said? When did he say that in his initial campaign? When was that CNN article?
This is, let's see. This was the video that I have pulled up is from June 12th. So he must have made that promise. Then the Biden Cancer Initiative got closed down.
A month later?
Yeah.
He's like, we're going to cure cancer. And then the whole initiative was like 3 weeks, 4 weeks later was like, we got to shut down.
Yes. Crazy.
Okay, I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to go on record. Biden's promise to cure cancer is not looking too good.
Don't talk like that.
I'm just saying, I'm speaking what I say. I'm speaking what I see right here. on the
Right,
internet.
yes. It's conversation based of observation. Real quick, Vilter, thanks so much for the host. We have sold out of t-shirts, Brad. They are gone. Kayfabe has picked up the last shirt. Kayfabe, thank you very much. You got a piece
Enjoy
of it.
those t-shirts, everybody. That's
Love that.
fantastic.
Chad Cole, resub Prime for 4 months, and we got rated by Goff, and we got rated by That One Axe. Thank you guys very much for those raids. Really appreciate that. Hopefully you guys can make that a nightly thing because we would love to welcome you home, baby. If you guys just joining us, Brad got banned on Twitter for nothing, or Brad's new account got banned on Twitter. Yeah. So, it's good.
3 days in, 0 followers, banned. Get out of here. Scoot. We don't want you here. You look like trouble. Go on. Get. Can't sit here.
That was good, Brad.
Thanks.
Good. Thank you very much. Man, that's nice.
Yeah, there was so much going on in the world, but that's how I started my day today. So you try to do something and it's like Craig says at the end of his shows all the time. You try to go out in the world and you accomplish your dreams. People are going to try to shut you down. Don't let them, right?
Well, people are going to try to bring you down. Don't let them. You got to go get it.
I had a goal, but Twitter took it away from me.
Yeah, Vilter's right, man. You should probably be peeking out your window for a repair van with blacked out windows. I'm just saying. You just be careful.
Well, look, here's the deal. We got a podcast. If anything happens to me, just know I'm a happily married man. I would never do anything ever in my life to just end it. So if I disappear in the next week or so, I said it right here.
I got to be honest. You may get suicided.
Well, that's a horrible thing to say. Okay.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
I live for my family. I live for my kids. Look, I just want everybody to know there's witnesses right here, right now. Okay. And there's a lot of other people on the internet that would be suicided way before old Brad on Weekdays with Craig and Brad. Okay. I'm the least of their troubles.
I don't know about that. I don't know. It's crazy.
I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I watch my kids do karate every week. I pick up a little bit of it.
Now you're starting to second guess that Twitter account, aren't you?
What did I do?
Oh man. Yeah, Indy's right. Will we make it to episode 54? Like, listen, maybe it's Twitter coming to shut us down. We're not even on Twitter. Crazy.
No, I was wondering about creating I know you got off Twitter. I was thinking about, would it be a good idea to create a Weekdays with Craig and Brad Twitter and Facebook page just to post links out? Is that worth the trouble, or
like more trouble than I'm going to do? But if you want to do it, by all means, you can do it.
The only reason I bring it up is because we are relying on you guys who watch the show to basically get it out there. I'll share our videos on my Twitter when I think we got a good one. and then outside of that, this is really just grassroots word of mouth kind of show. So we're only on Twitch and YouTube, so we really don't have any other representation. So I was thinking about it.
It's funny. What's really funny? I went in and I've been off Twitter since the start of the year, and I went in, and you lose your Twitter account. At first you put it in hibernation, and if you don't go back and get it for 30 days, then they release it. But look at this. Someone has actually gone in and they have taken my old Twitter account.
Oh, you got 4 followers.
Can you go to that really quick, Brad, and see who those 4 followers are? Can you pull that up on your screen?
Oh boy,
I'd be really fascinated to see who that is. Really, really, really fascinated. Perigo coming in resubbing tier 1 for 7 months. Thank you so much, Perigo. Appreciate that. Yeah, man, this is crazy, crazy, crazy.
Oh, Tom the Iron Man.
Oh, I see what's going on here. Okay. All right, Mr. Super Mario Sonic. Okay, this is nice. I bet one of them has that account. Nice. Well, hey, whatever. Whatever. Like I said,
saving it for you, Craig, for your big return one day.
There will be no return on
after Twitter and big tech gets split up.
Yeah, pretty fascinating. Pretty fascinating stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah. So here we are. That's what happened to me today. And I'll tell you this much: I had one Twitter account since I think I got a notification the other day. My 5 times August Twitter account. 12 freaking years of my life on Twitter. I got to get off of this thing. And then I created an account last year that was a secret account, and I kept it to stay up to date on all of the political and coronavirus stuff. And I'll tell you this much: that one got suspended too.
Oh, way to go!
Yeah, this is not my first suspension, but look.
Well, you should fight this one.
I should fight this one. This one for sure. The other one, yeah, I was posting nude pics of people and threatening to kill everybody. But this one, you know, I was 3 days in. It was just a baby.
It's good. It's good. Well, it's scary to see, but I'll tell you, you know what's not scary to see? Let me show you this, Brad. What you want to see? The great news.
What's the great news?
Look at this. We'll wrap up the show with this for everybody. Great news. Look at the COVID cases in the United States. This is on January 10th, 208,000 cases. 92,000. Cut almost in half. So let's see. So if we do that again by the end of March, or by the start of March, we'll be at 45,000 or so. So that's great. That's great news.
I am going to create a Twitter account right now called Joe Biden's Joe Biden's COVID cases.
There you go.
And see what happens in 3 days.
Oh man. Yeah. So that's great news. I think that's awesome.
That's good stuff.
It is. That's wonderful news. That's
all right.
Wonderful
Open up the world. Let's get back to work then.
Let's go. All right, cool. Guys, that's going to do it for today. I say this week, but tomorrow, we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with episode 54. We'll see what happens. But yeah, big tech is coming for you, Brad. Congratulations.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what to do about it, but
yep.
They did what they're going to do. There's thousands of accounts getting kicked out every day. I'm just nothing to them. Nothing.
Real quick, Dahl, by the way, I want to point this out before we leave. Dahl mentioned that Dahl with a bun has been removed from Facebook, actually banned from Facebook. Let me see if I can pull this up really fast.
Really?
Yes, banned from Facebook after they wanted 3 forms of ID submitted for let's see, here it is, for their banned from Facebook for having a mental health nonprofit.
Oh, how could you?
Way to go, Dahl. Congratulations.
Golly.
Way to try to make the world a better place, Dahl. Ugh,
yeah,
Dahl.
Can't do that these days. We're only looking at angry things now.
Anyways, you guys keep it up, all right? Listen, it's crazy. I'll tell you what. Vilcher says, "Can you sign my shirt before you disappear?" We will never touch your shirts, all right? Because coronavirus. Actually, that's not why. They're shipped out from an independent third party. So there you go. Yeah, guys, get off social media, or otherwise you're going to get banned. It's crazy. You guys have a great day. We'll see you guys later. If you're watching over on YouTube, come on over to twitch.tv/CraigSkits. Join the party. I would love to meet you guys.
Get off social media. Come on over on social media with us and watch us just where we're at. That's the point, okay?
That's right.
We're the good social media.
Are you trying to point out the hypocrisy of social media here on this channel?
Just a little bit. It's okay though. Look, just use it wisely. That's the point.
All right, episode 54 tomorrow. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in live over on twitch.tv/CraigSkits. Watching over on YouTube. Keep it up. We're doing great. Keep on growing every single day. Appreciate you guys. Can't do it without you guys. Head over to patreon.com/CraigSkits. Bye-bye.